A new set-top box is expected in September from Apple, but consumers might have to wait a little longer for that streaming service people have been talking about to go with it. Joining us now is Brett Molina, tech editor at USA Today. So Brett, this seems really interesting. It's been a couple of years since Steve Jobs passed away, and one of the things that was sort of the tantalizing thing he had talked about was an Apple TV. So they abandoned the TV, they did the set-top box, we've heard rumors of this streaming service. Why is this not happening a couple of years later? What's taking so long?
Well, I think the big thing, and we've seen this in reports, is that Apple's had issues negotiating deals with some of the networks. A lot of the reports have suggested that this live TV service will bundle in local channels and a few other cable channels in one package. And the big problem that Apple's had is just negotiating these deals and getting the rights to have this content. And without a good selection of channels to choose from, it's going to be hard for them to really go all in with this new service.
Is the problem that they're a little late to the game? You now have even Disney's Bob Iger talking about going, over the top and offering their own service.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen a lot more networks talk about unbundling their own packages. We've seen HBO and Showtime, for example, recently launch their own standalone apps. There is a new budding area where you have these bundles with 20 to 25 channels that cord cutters can pick up. Dish TV, for example, introduced Sling earlier this year. You also have PlayStation Vue from Sony, which is available in select markets. So that you don't have too many competitors in that zone just yet. And the sooner Apple can get out there with their own service, the better.
Well, I wonder, can they do something that distinguishes them? They've launched this music service. I don't really hear an awful lot of buzz about it.
Yeah, it's tough. I mean, Apple TV has been out there so long, and really it's been eclipsed by a lot of other set-top boxes like Roku. And we've also seen a lot of these sticks that attach to the HDMI port on your TV, like a Chromecast or Amazon's Fire Stick. They really haven't offered that compelling a package yet with Apple TV. I think with the live TV service combined with a revamped Apple TV set-top box that would have had an upgraded remote, a better processor, and just a better overall user experience, it would have really helped Apple on that front. So having these delays does not help.
So what about the hardware itself? Is that going to move the needle at all, or is it basically just a little bit of an upgrade?
It sounds like it's a significant upgrade from what Apple TV is right now. We're talking about a faster processor, a totally different look in the menu, and also a better remote. And it's a pretty solid package. I think the big thing to look for is just the user experience. It's not as elegant as it could be, and so I think if they can ramp that up, I think it'll just be better for them overall.
Is this a product that resonates at all on Apple's bottom line, or is it just one of those things that they put out there to keep you in their ecosystem?
I think it's one of those things where it can keep you basically within the Apple ecosystem between your iPhone and Mac and everything else. I think once they can step up and offer this live TV service, it's just going to be one more area where consumers can put down for, say, a subscription. And it's one more way for Apple to make money and to keep you within their ecosystem between iTunes and the App Store and all the other services that they're offering. So, having this delay is not going to help them. But, again, as of right now, it's just one more way to kind of keep you within the walled garden of Apple.
Finally, any thoughts on when they might get to that point, or is it just getting, are they coming up with the same problems that we're seeing with cable providers? It's just hard to negotiate those contracts.
Yeah, I think those contracts are just really tough. I mean, a lot of the network providers are they're looking to get the most money that they can out of these deals. So I think that's been the challenge. And, there's talk that maybe 2016 they may finally reveal something. But again, even that, it's just really hard to say because, yeah, getting the right deal for both sides has been really tough.
It is indeed. Brett, thanks so much for joining us. We'll all be watching to see what they do unveil next month. Thank you for joining us and watching. I'm Bertha Coombs. We'll see you next time.
Hey YouTube fans, I'm Landon Dowdy from CNBC. Thanks so much for checking out our channel. Here you'll find videos packed with all the info that you need to be smarter about your finances. Be sure and subscribe by clicking right here and click on all the videos around me to see CNBC's original series Young Money, Tech Bet, Kramer's Mad Money, and all the latest from CNBC.